just looked that intimidating up here. Watching her play, I tell you, most of the girls will tell you she's pretty intimidating down in the post. Just a couple more stops left. Next, we head over to our one Kansas side selection. As I said during football, for the same young man, it was an honor to get to start to know Wathene and kind of stepping into that. Didn't know a lot about Kansas football then, or basketball now. They kind of run things differently than we do here in Missouri. So Coach Worth there gave me kind of an impromptu education on the way Kansas does things. And they made a heck of a run this year, so I got to learn deep into the playoffs. And one of the reasons they made that run was Wathene's all-star here, Bryce Payton.
Thank Chris for giving us some coverage over in Kansas. Yeah, we do play with the round ball. It's good to get some coverage every now and then. What to say about Bryce? He started since his second game his freshman year, and 89 games later, we were a lot better team. The tough thing about losing Bryce is that his stats can be replaced, but he has that it factor. And I don't know if we can replace it, because he has it. It could be leadership, toughness, that coaches know what it is, and Bryce has it. One thing to simplify this, we're kind of in the middle of a 13-game win streak, playing a conference rival. It's kind of a close game. We're up a half by a couple of points. We go through our adjustments at halftime. We're getting ready, we're going to huddle up, say go Wildcats, go out on the floor. I look around, where's Bryce? He's over in the corner, hovering over a waste can, puking his guts out. Comes back out in the second half. Not just playing the second half, first overtime. Hits a three in the second overtime to force the third overtime. So at the end of the third overtime, we finally put it away, and after we scoring 29 points that game and lead us to a victory. But that's what it is to face the tough times and be a leader and carry us to victory. So it's awful sad to me to see Bryce go, but it's an honor to be able to give him his award tonight.
Final all-star is from maybe the smallest school, if not one of the smallest 2 or 3 schools in our coverage area, the Winston Redbirds. And an entertaining story, Winston usually has players on our sister station, Regional Radio Kansas team. I announced it over the air during our noon sports, whatever day it was, I announced it and read through all the players. I bet I had 6 different calls from Winston, including Eric Lewis. I believe Coach was one of them, saying, "Did you say Keisha Yahtzee? We never get a person on your team." The coaches obviously knew what they were talking about. In a senior post player for Coach Warford and the Lady Redbirds, Keisha Yahtzee.
Thank you, and it's kind of nice to be last. Right before we started the subject, Coach Link back there asked how long are you going to be. I'll be last one. I can take all the time I want here. So a couple of weeks ago, we were over here for the can banquet, and I felt like a senior citizen. Without a doubt, the oldest coach here. Coach Webster, I'm really glad to see you here today. I'm really glad you're here. And you Kearney guys, you Kearney players, where's those Kearney players? Your coach was poking a lot of fun at you. You know, I was Gary Belcher, junior high basketball coach. If you'd like to know some stories about that. Hey, does he still shoot that? He had a great two-handed set shot in 7th grade. He was a fiery little point guard. I hear everybody say, well, we've got great kids, we've got great kids. Gary was a great kid, and he was. And I see folks out there, and I haven't seen him in about 30 years. Congratulations on your state title. But what I want to do, I want to talk about Keisha, and we'll make it quick, because I'm sure that lots of people would like to get out of here. Keisha has been an instrumental part of our program at Winston for 7 years through junior high through high school. She scored 1,094 points in her career and never attempted or never made a three-pointer, so those were all two-point shots. She has over 800 rebounds. She's academic all-state basketball. We'll go down for that banquet next week. She's all-district player, can all-star. A lot of very deserving awards for a young lady who has done a great job and has been very instrumental into our back-to-back 20-win seasons. Of course, I don't see too many people that know me. Of course, since you don't, I'm a coaching offensive genius. Did you guys know that? I'm an offensive genius. We used to run this play at Winston called Pass It to the Open Person and Let Them Shoot It. And you know, it worked pretty good for several years. And all of a sudden this year, about the middle of January, we went through a 4-game losing streak. Man, I'm pulling the hair out of it. I came up with something to play. So we came out with this in-out offense. I'm going to speak track this in-out offense. I gathered all my guards together and I said, pass it into Keisha, you're coming out. And from that point on, she started averaging about 20 points a game. We won 10 out of our next 11. I can't say nothing about young lady. I can talk all day. I'm sure that would embarrass her, but she's a real quiet girl, but she is very deserving of all these awards. And congratulations, Keisha. And we're going to get to watch her play next year. She's going to sign next week with Central Methodist University. So we're going to get a chance to watch her play at the next level.
That does it for our player awards. And before we go any further, I want to echo what a lot of those coaches said. And thank you, the parents, and obviously friends and girlfriends and boyfriends, and all the friends who obviously a lot of them are here. But I want to thank all of you because you're the support staff, especially the parents. I can't think of how many times you guys probably have to get up on a Saturday morning to get up to a tournament with their kids, or I'm sure the coaches with the odd practice schedules kind of put taxing times on your family lives. So we certainly want to thank you and all of you, things that you do to support these kids and helping them to reach this goal. The coaches, obviously, I want to thank you guys. I tell you guys that each and every week when I talk to you, or bi-weekly when I talk to you throughout the season and the games. I can't say enough to thank you guys for the work you do in talking with me every other week. I know there's a lot of better things you can do than to speak with me for 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever the case may be. But I certainly appreciate it. I know a lot of fans that listen certainly appreciate it as well. And I can't thank you enough for the work you do with the young people. It's time to give our Coach of the Year awards. I'll quickly mention our girls coach, who is Benton's Brett Goodwin. Unfortunately, again, they weren't here, but Coach got him back to a district title and get over that Platte County hump. That's no small bump in the road there. But Coach Goodwin is our girls coach of the year. On the guys' side, I can't think of another coach this year who would be more deserving of it. There's a couple that are right there with him, but when you go to win a Class 4 state championship and make the run that the Kearney Bulldogs made this year, and as he said, not messing it up when you got all that talent there and leading them, it was such a fun run for Coach Belcher and the Bulldogs. I want to say congratulations, Gary Belcher, our boys basketball coach of the year. Just about do it for us, folks. Again, to the players, we wanted to have you step over here. Our team photography would like to get a group picture with the teams. Again, you can check for the parents and those who maybe didn't get cameras or didn't get the best shots off. We will have a link to her website on our webpage, northwestmoinfo.com. So you'll be able to get to those pictures and get to her website as well. The entire proceeding, our general manager, Doug Schmitz, has been up in the upper deck. They're videotaping this here in the next few days. He's going to get that posted on the website as well. So if some of the family members or something couldn't be here, they'll be able to watch that as well. So again, I want to say thank you so much for coming here. We certainly appreciate it. And again, thank you so much to the coaches, players, and families. And have a safe trip home. See you next season.